As China seeks to drive a consumption-led economic recovery, Chengdu is expanding its offering to unleash the spending power of locals and tourists. And they're getting creative. Introducing the theater bus. So hopping on the bus, you get this antique vibe, and the lower deck is their backstage. The upper deck is where the show will be put on. That is where we shall be seated. For a price of a little over 100 yuan or less than $20, you'll get yourself a 2-in-1 deal, a 60-minute long bus tour, plus an immersive theater experience brought to you by one of the most iconic comic groups in China, Kaixin Manhua. And you even got to be a part of the play. That was quite a show, and this is just one of the new innovative projects Chengdu introduced in 2023 to entice consumers. But that's not all. The city comes even more alive after dark. Consumer spending took a nosedive during the COVID-19 pandemic, but now it's a very different picture. This is what you see in Chengdu on a typical night these days. People hunting for food in the night markets, shopping at commercial streets, enjoying the music in the pubs, a bustling scene where you can feel the city's pulse.
There's a good ice skating rink here. I like the vibe. I will go shopping around here.
I think Chengdu is famous. Many foreigners know it. I studied in Japan. When I talk about Chengdu, Japanese know about giant pandas and Sichuan cuisine. They also say they want to travel to Chengdu.
After the pandemic restrictions were lifted, there are more activities than before, all kinds of activities.
The liveliness is reflected in the numbers. In the first 3 quarters, Chengdu's GDP has reached over 1.6 trillion yuan, or more than $225 billion, an increase of 6.7% compared with the same period last year. By December this year, passenger flights recorded by Chengdu's 2 international airports have reached over a whopping 70 million.
Figures from our travel agency show the number of people entering Sichuan this year has an increase of 146% over the same period last year. Chengdu's popularity has been increasing on social media. It has many iconic sites attracting domestic and foreign tourists to the city. Several big events took place in Chengdu this year, including the Chengdu Universiade. They have increased the buzz and diversified the development of Chengdu.
Beyond Chengdu, China's tourism industry has embraced a good recovery in 2023 despite challenges at home and abroad. A recent report by the China Tourism Academy estimates that domestic tourism visits will reach over 5.4 billion by the end of 2023, and tourism-related revenue in 2023 will reach 5.2 trillion yuan, or about $724 billion, about 91% of that in 2019. Yes, China's economic recovery is still at a critical stage as we head into 2024, but cities like Chengdu are taking the challenges head on. After all, China's economy has the advantages of a vast market of 1.4 billion people, a one-of-a-kind existence that nobody can overlook. Li Qiuyuan, CGTN, Chengdu.